Hello, welcome to your spring season forecast videos for the vernal equinox beginning March 20th through June 21st, 2019. Of course, if you're watching this below the equator, then happy fall. I am recording this from Los Angeles, so I am in the northern hemisphere, but either way, the equinox signifies the time of year where the seasons shift to equal day and equal night. On a personal level, we are beginning to balance the winter's darkness of hibernation with the summer's vibrant light of activity. You may begin to sense on a deeper level some anticipation for upcoming changes at this time. So for these forecast videos, I will be drawing from the Hanson-Roberts Tarot, the Archangel Power Oracle cards, the Healing with the Angels Oracle cards, and finally the Secret Language of color cards and the dream cards, which I used in the yearly prediction videos. Also, because I feel like it, I will be reading reversals with the tarot for this particular video. I am also open to suggestions on reading from other decks, so if there's a particular one that you want me to read from that I have, feel free to make suggestions. I welcome your comments, so if there's anything you want more of, let me know. I'm a little bit reticent recording this during the retrograde, but let's just see how this goes. Hopefully everything will go smoothly. So anyway, keep in mind that these are general forecasts based on your sun, moon, or ascendant. So if you need more of a personalized reading with me, feel free to book a reading through my website, SunGoddessAshley.com, where you can also see the other services that I offer. The link to my site is posted in the description box below. Okay, so let's get started with your readings. Libra, let's see what spring has in store for you. Okay, so I'm going to be using the tarot in a Celtic cross layout to get the overall vibe. Okay, let's see. Libra, spring. Here we go. Wow, all right. Wonderful. So I know you have a couple of swords cards, which are normally kind of prickly, but in this case they're reversed, which lessens the negative effect. And you have your wish. That's the best place that that card could be in the whole spread, because it talks about you getting what you want, you knowing what you want, actually. And it does talk about here, you know, getting your wish about something, of course, which is a really great thing. It talks about changing your mind fundamentally, or like then seeing the light. So it's coming through a difficult time. Recently you had some sort of realization or epiphany, where you're going, aha, that's what it is, that's clear, that's the answer, and you're no longer kind of stressed over the what ifs. It's like you may got some good news that helped you move through a difficult or depressing time, is what it shows here. And it's like you're feeling it, you're feeling yourself, so this is good. Fast and Furious with the Knight of Swords. So it talks about being focused, it talks about really being courageous to go after your goals, being very adamant about this is what I want, and I'm not, it's like relentless, actually. It feels a bit intense, but you know, with the soft and gentle sort of Venus ruled sign of Libra that a lot of people associate with as being sort of passive and flowy, actually a lot of people are very determined that are Libras. It's like being very focused. It's air, it's very airy, it's an air sign, but doing it in a way, it's like there's a balance here of like getting exactly what you want without having to put other people off or sort of step on other people's toes. It's like doing it in a way that you can get where you need to go without threatening other people, I think that's what I'm trying to say. It does talk about other people, since we're mentioning that. The Seven of Rods. Okay, so other people, I feel like, there's an energy here of like having to prove something. Okay, either prove yourself to other people or demanding that some people prove something to you in a way, because it's like having to really take on a lot. But it's like being up for the challenge, and I see a big smile on the face as well. So it's like they're either having fun or you're having fun watching them sort of rise to the challenge. So however that ends up playing out for you specifically, looks like you having to do a lot when it comes to other people, taking on a lot of responsibility all at once, it looks like, but having a good time doing it. So the Hierophant talks about an establishment, a place, a place of business, a place of where everybody goes and gathers. It's a organization or whatever that is. The Hierophant talks about traditional mindsets as well. It also talks about learning, teaching, which I feel like you may continue to do. It's like you're continuing to learn something, and pass on what you've learned to other people. The Knight of Rods talks about you being very busy. It looks like a community. It talks about like you being very busy amongst a lot of people here towards June, or towards the end of spring. Yeah, so May, June. The Knight of Rods shows you going somewhere. Looks like a day trip or a few days trip. Here's the community. I don't know if you ultimately belong to this community, but it looks like you're a visitor. That's why that's the Ten of Cups, which is everybody. It's reversed. So it's saying you're going to see them, but it like looks like temporarily to me, and it has to do with your fulfillment, your wish. The Page of Pentacles talks about money and news of money, news of new people coming in as well. Maybe there is a block there when it comes to receiving money, but I feel like this is the challenge that you're up to this spring, because again, you know what you want and you're going after it. And if you have any sort of blocks when it comes to receiving good things, then this is the time to really clear that, bring it back into proportion. Now, the advice here is moderation. Not going to either extremes, either in complete lack or in complete excess, right? Depending on what you believe or your resources or whatever this is. It's like staying realistic, basically. And, you know, being, approaching the situation here with, sure, exuberance, but also at the same time, like moderation, right? It's not going to any extreme. It's not all or nothing here. So let's see, what else did I want to say about this? Oh, you also have the student card. So student teacher. Some of you may be having to finally get, it's like you finally got the lesson. So good on you. Okay. I'm going to then draw a few cards, one for each month of the year from the Oracle deck, and I will read what those are. So this was sort of my open interpretation. The cards that I will be drawing here for you, Libra, are going to be more just sort of as it is on the card. We'll see if we get any repeats, repetitive cards here coming out. March, yes, April, May, June. I do see a repetitive card, two actually. See, oh, actually no, just one. This is the Seven of Pentacles. I was going to say it's the Seven of Wands here. Okay, but let's read this one first. So it says, you have invested wisely, have patience and wait for the harvest, review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Okay, so that's sort of the whole overall message for spring. This is the past, and I feel like this was for the month of March for the most part. But I feel like you're actually coming through that, because it's saying all of the swords are sort of falling off, like falling away. Swords are a difficult energy, and it's saying you coming out of that. So having some sort of understanding, clarity, having the answer, the solution. So it talks about your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. I felt like you stewed in something and were sort of ruminating in these worrisome thoughts, but then it looks like recently you were freed of that. And I feel like you, again, it's like you're really moving out of that. So the 9 of Swords, and then the 8 of Swords, and then you have Pentacles. So here's thoughts, and here's like resources, right? Things to work with. The 8 of Swords, you can be free, which I did see here. It's like freeing your mind. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, because in the past you weren't seeing things clearly. Now you're seeing things clearly. So because of that, you're getting and receiving more good things. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Okay, so that's May. Here in June, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. This is your prize. So it says, here's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, or support. A change in job or promotion. Beautiful. Everything is like all Swords, Pentacles here. Although in this spread, you do have quite a bit of Cups and a Wand. So Cups is how you feel about what you're thinking and what you're doing. And it talks about like things being pretty good. Things are really good. Even with the 10 of Cups reversed, it's still the 10 of Cups. So it's saying like things are great. It may not be 100% perfect, but it's like, hey, it's like 90%, 99%, right? So it's like good enough. Okay. I'm gonna pull a card from the Healing with the Angels deck. Dreams. I really feel like this one wanted to come up too, and I normally don't do that, but I felt like it needed to come out. The divine guidance. Okay, so trust the timing, okay? You're being led. There's gifts that are coming in from spirit as well to help you. Dreams are very important. Getting enough rest. Again, keeping things in moderation. So your daydreams, your nighttime dreams, making sure you're getting enough sleep. Some of you may be recuperating from a lot of stress where you didn't get enough sleep in the past. I do see that. Okay. So I'm going to then draw a card from the Colors deck to see what message comes out for your Libras for spring. Lilac, strengthen your faith. I got this with Virgo as well. So if some of you are on the cusp, so to speak, with Virgo and your sign Libra, you might want to watch the Virgo energy. It possibly pertains to you as well. Okay, so strengthen your faith. Have faith that everything's working out the way it should. It's important for you to focus on what it is that you want, not what you don't want. Okay, so let's see, as a closing message, what you can be reminded of here. I feel like it's these two. I really just want one message. Just come on. Is it this one? Yes. Okay. Grateful. Gratitude. Love it. And you are supported here. I appreciate everything I have in life and give thanks for every moment. Okay, so when you get exactly what you want, be sure to give thanks. Thanks, Spirit, for helping you. Beautiful. Okay, so this was your spring 2019 forecast readings. I will see you in the upcoming summer forecast videos. If you liked it, leave a like. If you like my content, please subscribe. Sending you blessings for spring. Take care and be well.